Hi everyone, and welcome back to Plus Ultra Pitching. Today we're going to be talking about something where if you are a beginner pitcher, it will help to kickstart your pitching journey. And if you are an experienced pitcher, it is going to help elevate your pitching career, not just for your fastballs, but for any of your pitches. The topic we are covering today is the wrist snap. Now, this is a very foundational part of our pitch, and though it seems very simple, I've also found that it is one of the toughest things for pitchers to really master, not just for their fastball, but for any pitch. So before we get started, what is a wrist snap? The wrist snap is the part of the pitch when we actually release the ball, it is out of our hand, and we are pitching it towards our target. So we're coming through our pitching motion, we come down, we snap the ball off towards our target. The minute that ball exits our hand, that's our wrist snap. So the wrist snap is important because it helps to give the ball the spin it needs, either for fastballs to create that nice line drive that we see pitchers throw, or if you're throwing movement pitches, to give the pitches the movement you're looking for. If you're throwing a curveball rather, it's going to help your curveball break the way that you want it to. Without the spin, the pitch is not really going to work the way that we necessarily want it to. Now, there's only one way that that spin can really come to fruition, and that is when we use our fingers, these guys, to help that ball move. We use our fingers to pull on the seams of the ball, and by pulling on those seams, it helps give the ball the direction, whatever direction you are looking for whatever pitch you're throwing. Today, we are going to be focusing on the fastball. So, when we release the ball, what we want to see is our hand nice and loose next to our body with our palm facing straight forward towards our catcher. When we release the ball, we kind of want our fingers to scoop under the ball, right? Pull on those seams, scoop under, and fold and touch this meaty part of our palm. Boop, for our wrist snap. And this is going to help us deliver the ball with a nice forward spin towards our catcher. What I see pitchers do a lot recently is they'll get in this awesome position to snap their wrist, and then they just release the ball. All they do is move their wrist without moving their fingers. So their fingers are not involved. All they're doing is moving their wrist. And while they're able to get some power from that, they don't get a lot of spin and they don't get as much power as they could. So some of the ways that I've been correcting this is I get my girls into their power K position. So left foot staggered in front of our right, if you're a righty, opposite if you're a lefty. If you're a righty like me, our right heel is going to be in the air with a nice bend in our right knee, hips facing straight forward towards our catcher. I have them get their arm in this nice, loose, relaxed position that we want for the release. And I just have them start snapping that ball up to themselves, catching it with their throwing hand. That way, they can see the spin the whole time. The goal for this drill is to close the pads of your fingers to meet this part of our wrist, where the thumb meets the wrist, as quickly as you can. So we're bending our fingers at this first knuckle here. Our fingers are very much involved in the wrist snap. The goal is, again, to get as many spins as you possibly can. So we don't want to see our girls just tossing the ball up with their wrist and their arm. Notice how there's no spin on this ball, right? All I'm doing is tossing it up to myself. As pitchers, we want to spin it, and we want to spin it without revving a motorcycle. I meant to say lawnmower. We don't want to be starting a lawnmower here. Keep your arm nice and long and just move your fingers to snap. And you'll notice I was just catching it with my glove. That is the next progression. So once you or your pitcher has mastered snapping it up to themselves, I progressed myself, snapping it up to themselves and catching it with their throwing hand and seeing that rotation, they can start snapping it up to their glove, making sure that they can still see that rotation in the ball. I just put the glove right in front of my right hip, far enough away that I can still see the ball spinning as it rolls off of my fingers. If you made it this far in the video, do me a favor and comment wrist snap in the comment section below so that I know you're with me and that you're enjoying these videos as much as I enjoy making them. If you have any questions, also put those in the comment section below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel where we put out videos to help pitchers learn how to pitch. And also subscribe to our newsletter, which you can find on our website, plusultrapitching.com, for some more in-depth details that I can't necessarily go over in our shorter YouTube videos. That's what I have for you guys today. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and have fun with these wrist snaps. Remember to try to get that ball to spin as much as you possibly can. Use your fingers and then focus on your fingers getting that ball to spin the way you want it to. As always, Plus Ultra!